Maccabees. Hey man, this freestyle from the heart too. All right, from the heart, bro. Hey, GMS, y'all gonna be scared to come outside when the martial law troops come, bro. Cause y'all gonna find out that y'all naked. Y'all gonna find out that y'all following the wrong doctrine. Y'all gonna find out that you fell on the sword. All right. I was trying to bring the new covenant to you. I was trying to reach my brother. But what? They knocked away the hand of the Lord. So, what can I do? When I tried to tell GMS to come under the new covenant, but them boys wouldn't stop. Man, they let their heart rock. Ain't no love in their heart. Man, I cried night and day. Try to tell them boys to come back, but they didn't want to listen to Maccabee. Yeah. Man, I try to tell them boys come back, but they gonna find I got the wrong doctrine. I told them about that one West shit. I tried to tell them about the new covenant, but they wouldn't listen to me. Yeah. Man, I tried to seal them boys. Man, I put my heart in this truth, and I ain't gonna never stop. Man, till I fucking drop. Till the breath come up out my lungs. Till I'm up on the chariot. I go hard for you, I was shy, yeah. Got on my knees, yeah, I cried, yeah. I prayed the prayer of Solomon to get this wisdom. Man, I went hard in this truth. I'ma run it back for you. Hold my shit outside. Man, I'm keep running the ball until I die. Man, I try to tell GMS to come back, but they want to live, son. Since you watching everything, I'ma give you something. I'ma sit this on your plate. You gonna find out I'm telling you the truth. It's gonna be too late. Hey, when the martial law troops come in, man.
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna play. I don't know. I don't know what this is about. Right? First and foremost, I'm gonna all praises, honor, and all glory to the Heavenly Father Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Ruach and double honor to the apostles, the bishops, others at GMS. Shalom to you, brothers, says preaching and teaching truth and sincerity across the four winds of earth. And just real quick, I'm gonna make a quick, fast, to the point video. I got something else that I wanna get into. First off, I'm not gonna speak too much because I don't know really who this person is, but I know that I've made a video about him in the past, I think reacting to the elder Renata Zakba, because he believes that we're in the new covenant, and that's just what we're going to touch on real fast, besides the horrible singing and the beer gut, receding hairline, and you have all these infirmities going on in your body, and we're in the new covenant, right, man? Okay. And I was laughing, man, because this is just laughing material. What edification is coming from this? You just making a fool out of yourself, man. Right? And it is ridiculous. Right? But I want to just address, like I said, I'm not going to speak too much because I don't know all the situation that happened between him and whatever the case. But I know that he believes that we're in the new covenant. So that's what we're going to speak on. Right? And you have a lot of people that believe that. And it's very, very easy once you just read about the new covenant. It's very easy to understand that we're not in the new covenant. It's very easy. But I want to get this right, because this is ridiculous. Let's get this. I want to get this in the AI overview. Right, this is Isaiah 66 and verse 4. Right, it says, I also will choose their delusion. It says, they will bring their fears upon them, because when I called, none did answer. When I spake, they did not hear. It says, but they did evil before mine eyes, and choose that in which I delighted not. Right, I want to get this right here, this part. It says the context. It says in this chapter, the Most High is addressing the rebellious Israelites, right, who were ignoring his prophetic warnings and choosing to follow their own sinful desires rather than his ways. The consequences, right? It says because they refused to listen. It says when the Most High called and deliberately, it says chose evil Right? It says the Most High states he would give them over to their own foolish delusions. It says, and allow their worst fears to come upon them. Right? The strong delusion. A similar concept is found in the New Testament in 2 Thessalonians 2:11. Sending them a strong delusion so the unrighteous people who reject the truth will believe a lie. Right? And that's pretty much it on that. So the Most High is you gotta understand that when the scripture says in Job, it says the deceived, right, and the deceiver are his, man. So when these people are bugging out, coming in the new covenant this and the new covenant that, and whatever doctrine people are coming up with, that's all of the Lord doing that. The Lord is putting these things in their mind and their spirits to believe these things. And he wholeheartedly believes that he's in the new covenant with a receding hairline, a big ass beer gut, terrible singing, vocal cords all off, and all that. But you in a new covenant. So I want to get the new covenant, but we're going to get, like that. Let's see here. I got the scripture actually pulled up right here. Right, this is Isaiah 66:4, and I wanted to get this in the NLT. Let's see how it reads in the NLT. Right, Isaiah 66 in verse 3. NLT. It says, but those who choose their own ways, delighting in their detestable sins, will not have their offerings accepted. It says, when such people sacrifice a bull, it is no more acceptable than a human sacrifice. It says, when they sacrifice a lamb, it says it is as though they had sacrificed a dog. It says when they bring an offering of grain, they might as well offer the blood of a pig. It says when they burn frankincense, it says it's as if they had blessed an idol. Verse 4, it says, I will send them great trouble, all the things they feared. It says, for when I called, they did not answer. It says, when I spoke, they did not listen. It says they deliberately sinned before my very eyes and choose, right? It says to do what they know I despise, right? It says, hear this message from the Lord, all you who tremble at his words. Your own people hate you and threw you out for being loyal to my name. It says, let the Lord be honored. They scoff, be joyful in him, but they will be put to shame. And that's what we have to do, man. Right? We have to be joyful in the Lord. Right? We have to be, loyal to the name, man. And the name is mentioned throughout the whole entire scriptures, man. So people think, well, we don't know the name. We don't get the name to the kingdom. Well, it's just, come on, man. We're about to be in dire straits. Our back is about to be against the wall. We're going to need something. And that name, right, is going to be important. Right, and there's a name tied to everything that you do. I know I was listening to the Elder Apostle Aramla, and I think there was some, I forgot what video it was, but he was saying something along those lines, like everything. I think you know what it was. It was the camp from, I believe, last week. I was listening to a portion of them, and they were the apostle and the other brothers. We're talking about that. Everything that you do is tied to a name. Everything. Fast food, when you have certain chair designs, socks, phone, all these inventions, every contracts, everything that you do, everything is tied to a name. So how much more this word, man, this knowledge is truth. You see? So it's like all these miracles, all these things are going to take place in the name of who? Just like how Pharaoh was raised up, Esau is being raised up in like manner. And people are going to want to know who took down America. And the names are going to be magnified in the earth. Like, you will understand that the Lord's name is about to be tied with his destruction, tied with the fall of Esau, tied with the deliverance of the Israelites, right? The elect, tied with all these things. The name. Because people going to want to know. Just like how the Israelites, Moses knew that when he went back to the Israelites to tell them, what things that he's heard and things that he's getting ready to do, they're going to okay, well, who sent you? Well, what is it? Don't worry about it. It don't matter. No, Moses didn't say that. So it's the same thing. Everything is tied to a name, man. People can't even get past that we know the names of the Heavenly Father and the Son, but it's not given to everybody because this is a faith walk. People want physical proof. People want, when you on the streets teaching, when you talking about America being Babylon, they want the Bible to say America. When you talk about World War III and nuclear missiles, they want to see nuclear warheads. So it's like, people ain't going to get it, man. This is spiritual. You ain't going to be carnal and think you're going to come up some way and you think you're going to understand all these things, man. It's just not going to happen. But let's get Hebrews. I should have typed 8. Hebrews 8. Hey, a few people, man. She's just getting really tired of Jake. Niggas, as it were. Right? The new covenant, right? Let's read this. Hebrews 8 and 7. A new covenant. It says, for if the first covenant had been faultless, it says, then should no place have been sought for the second. For finding fault with them, he saith, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, where I will make a new covenant. It says, with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, the Israelites. It's very simple. Nobody else is getting put in this at all. Let's keep reading. It says, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers. Whose fathers? The Israelites. It says, in the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt. It says, because they continued not in my covenant. Who was the covenant given to? The Israelites. Read that in Romans 9. Everything that pertains to the Israelites. All right. It says, and I regarded them not, saith the Lord. Wait, hold on. It's like you. It says, by the hand to lead them out of Egypt. It says, because they continue not in my covenant, and I regarded them not, saith the Lord. It says, for this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. I will put my laws into their mind and write them in their hearts. It says, and I will be to them a power, and they shall be to me a people. Right here is a good, well, that's a good indicator. Right, but let's get further down. Verse 11, and they shall not teach every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, know the Lord. Do you think there's going to be, you think they're going to be on the highways and hedges in the kingdom? The answer is no. Why is that? Because in the new covenant, we're going to have new bodies. So you're not going to be subject to that damn big ass beer gut that he got and them terrible vocal cords and receding hairline and all that damn shit. All the infirmities and the decaying that we have to deal with in this life, it's not going to be happening in the next life. We're going to be immortal. The next life, right, the last enemy that's going to be defeated is death. So therefore what? We're going to be immortal. And part of you being immortal, right, is also meaning incorruption. Therefore, you're not going to have corrupt things, corrupt thinking, corruptible bodies that's subject to decay, sin, going off, thinking weird thoughts and all these things. It's just not going to happen. But that's only for the Israelites. That's why the Apostle Paul spoke about the new bodies. And the law of those bodies are going to be able to inhabit the heavens and the earth and be sinless. They ain't going to be walking around in the kingdom with a receding hairline and a beer gut in the new covenant. That's just not going to happen. And another thing, too, we're not going to be teaching each other because everybody is going to be instilled in you. All the Israelites, by the way. I don't know why people get their panties all in a bunch and get all upset when we talk about this. It's very self-explanatory, man. Just read it. You can also read it in Jeremiah. Verse 11 again, we'll start at the top. Hebrews 8 and 11. And they shall not teach every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, know the Lord. It says, for all shall know me from the least to the greatest. It says, for I will be merciful to their unrighteousness and their sins, and their iniquities will I remember no more. And that he said, the new covenant he hath made, the first old, now that which decayeth and waxeth old is ready to vanish away. You see, that's what the new covenant entails. The laws being put in our inward parts. No more sin. No more being not one, right, with Yahweh Bashim Yashai. And that all starts off with the elect. And then through the elect, right, they're going to bear children, right, bring forth children. Okay, so I ran out of space. So the video cut off, but to water Yahweh Bashim Yashai ever saving. Forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, those things are not going to be, taking place in the new covenant. They're not going to be in the kingdom having camps, sitting on the street corners, preaching to Jake, and Jake ain't going to be a damn nigga in the kingdom. Like, you don't understand that the new glory, a new, refreshed earth is coming. New Jerusalem is going to be coming down from heaven, which is the elect. And from that, it ain't going to be no more going off. It ain't going to be no more, after the 1,000 years, now Esau will come out of nowhere and take us down, and now we got to go through another camp. Man, when the Lord's kingdom is established, that's a kingdom that's never going to be taken down. That's going to be established in the earth forever. And then even at that point in time, even if a nation wanted to, you wouldn't be able to. We're going to be in tune with the earth. We're going to be in tune with animals, birds, bees, wasps, ants, mosquitoes. And we're going to have spiritual power. One child will be able to take you niggas down in the kingdom. So it's like Bishop Nate talking about 1,000 years, the Russians, or whatever he was saying. The Russians are going to come up and Esau's going to come up. And no, man. No. This is literally it, man. Like, this is it. There's nothing after that. Ain't gonna be no World War IV. No. World War III is it. That's it. The wars end all wars, man. Now the earth can finally thrive, right, in peace. The earth can finally be paradise, right, as it was intended to be, and ran by the people who helped make it. Because it's just like, what do you people expect, man? You think we gonna be damn niggas forever, man? Just black. We gonna be calling themselves no damn black in the kingdom. Like, be quiet. The holy tongue, the language is gonna be back. We're gonna be able to speak it fluently, perfectly. Angels and chariot and all these things are gonna be present. And we just can't wait, man, to be in tune with the earth. The earth is so, intricate. Like, it's so much to it, and we don't even know about half of it. The plants and all the things that you can make from certain plant sap and tree sap and the animals and bugs and insects and all these things we're going to be in tune with, be able to communicate with them, have dominion over them. You're going to be running from no damn pit bull in the kingdom. You see a damn King Corso, your ass faint. Your ass trying to get fucking fly swatters. We gonna, Esau, you fuck with us, we going to send a horde of mosquitoes on your ass. Send a horde of mosquitoes to go eat your ass up. Go send a flock of wasps to go sting your ass. Like, the earth is getting ready to come into a new realm of existence, man. Right? This is what we're talking about. We're not talking about the kingdom being established on earth, and it's just like how America is, but we're in the rulership. All freaky orgies and all homosexual. No. All that's going to stop here. And when this place goes down and it gets burned and melt, all that stuff's going to die and melt here. And if you're doing anything like that in the kingdom, you're going to be judged accordingly. Like, you talking about the new covenant? We're in the new covenant in Babylon the Great while you're still eating fucking GMO chicken. What are you talking about? You got a damn big ass beer gut. Like, what are you talking about, man? That's corruption. That singing voice was absolutely horrid. You talking about in New Covenant, all these infirmities and ailments and all the things you going on. You're in New Covenant driving a damn 98 Toyota. Like, what do Jake be talking about, man? What's wrong with you people? But that's all I want to say. Like I said, I want to go into something else. When all praises, all honor, all glory, and to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh.